Hey, sweet peas. GrannyDee back. Sorry it took me a bit. We're going to get right back into chapter 13. And where were we? Oh, they were eating on the campfire. And Joe said they were eating, filled with contentment. They could have found a cooler place, but they would not deny themselves such a romantic feature as the roasting campfire. Ain't it gay? Said Joe. It's nuts, said Tom. What would the boys say if they could see us? Well, they'd just die to be here. Hey, Hucky. I reckon so, said Huckleberry. Anyways, I'm suited. I don't want nothing better than this. I don't ever get enough to eat generally, and here they can't come and pick at a feller and bullyrag him so. And bullyrag means annoy and abuse. Can you ever get this right? Oops. It's just the life for me, said Tom. You don't have to get up mornings, and you don't have to go to school and wash and all that blank foolishness. You don't see a pirate have to do anything, Joe, when he's ashore, but a hermit he has to be. But a hermit, he has to be praying considerable, and then he don't have any fun anyway, all by himself that way. Yeah, that's so, said Joe, but I hadn't thought much about it. You know, I'd a good deal rather be a pirate now that I've tried it. You see, said Tom, people don't go much on hermits nowadays like they used to in the old times, but a pirate is always respected. And a hermit's got to sleep on the hardest place he can find and put sackcloth and ashes on his head and stand out in the rain. And what does he have to put sackcloth and ashes on his head for? Inquired Huck. I don't know, but they got to do it. Hermits always do. You have to if you was a hermit. Darn if I would, said Huck. Well, what would you do? I don't know, but I wouldn't do that. Why, Huck, you'd have to. How'd you get around it? Why, I just wouldn't stand it. I'd run away. Run away? Well, you would be a nice old slouch of a hermit. You'd be a disgrace. The red-handed made no response. Being better employed, he had finished gouging out a cob, and now he fitted a weed stem to it, loaded it with tobacco, and pressing a coal to the charge and blowing a cloud of fragrant smoke, he was full bloom of luxurious contentment. The other pirates envied him this majestic vice and secretly resolved to acquire it shortly. Presently, Huck said. What does pirates have to do? Tom said, oh, they just have a bully time. Take ships and burn them and get the money and bury it in awful places in their island where there's ghosts and things to watch it, and kill everybody in the ships and make them walk the plank. And they carry the women to the island, said Joe. They don't kill the women. No, assented Tom, they don't kill the women. They're too noble, and the women's always beautiful, too. And don't they wear the bulliest clothes? Oh, no, all gold and silver and diamonds, said Joe with enthusiasm. Who? Said Huck. Why, the pirates. Huck scanned his own clothing forlornly. I reckon I ain't dressed fitting for a pirate, said he, with a regretful pathos in his voice. But I ain't got none but these. But the other boys told him the fine clothes would come fast enough after they should have begun their adventures. They made him understand that his poor rags would do to begin with, though it was customary for wealthy pirates to start with a proper wardrobe. Gradually their talk died out, and drowsiness began to steal upon the eyelids of the little waifs. The pipe dropped from the fingers of the red-handed, and he slept the sleep of the conscience free and the weary. The terror of the seas and the black avenger of the Spanish Main had more difficulty in getting to sleep. They said their prayers inwardly and lying down, since there was nobody there with authority to make them kneel and recite aloud. In truth, they had a mind not to say them at all, but they were afraid to proceed to such lengths as that, lest they might call down a sudden and special thunderbolt from heaven. Then at once they reached and hovered upon the imminent verge of sleep. But an intruder came now that would not down. It was conscience. They began to feel a vague fear that they'd been doing wrong to run away. And next they thought of the stolen meat, and the real torture came. They tried to argue it away by reminding conscience that they had purloined sweetmeats and apples scores of times, but conscience was not to be appeased by such thin plausibilities. It seemed to them in the end that there was no getting around the stubborn fact that taking sweetmeats was only hooking, while taking bacon and hams was such valuables was plain simple stealing, and that there was a command against that in the Bible. So they inwardly resolved that so long as they remained in the business, their piracies should not again be sullied with the crime of stealing. Then conscience granted a truce, and these curiously inconsistent pirates fell peacefully to sleep. And that's in chapter 13. And we're at 14, called Camp Life, a Sensation. Tom steals away from camp. But I don't know how much we can read of that. I think I'll stop there for the time being. We'll get to chapter 14 tomorrow. What you guys been up to? Tell me in the comments. Got Victoria's Happy Mail sent off today. Got some more stitch markers done, so I'll be maybe doing another Happy Mail soon. So make sure I put a whole bunch of stuff in that other, in the description box of the video right before this. So just make sure you read that and that you comment on every video like I've been telling you to, because you never know. I might do another one. I started, remember this yarn that I got, which was, I only took the band off because I was using the pattern. I'm trying to make this. Isn't that pretty? It's called Bicycle. Bicycle. Love to ride my bicycle. And it takes 2 balls, and that's what I got. And hopscotch bicycle. Don't forget to check out Peppy Pineapple. Go to Penny's go see Penny at Heidi's Hangout. And if you want to find me and lots of other podcasters that you know and love, go to Heidi's Hangout. And we'll be there. Because we're there a couple times a day. Every day. Okay, so this is going to be that crescent shawl. And I've never made this before, but it looks kind of cool so far. It's got this neat little fancy bit here. And I can't really tell you the pattern, I don't guess, because you got to buy the yarn to get the pattern. But it's called, what did I do with it? It is called a simple crescent shawl. And it really only has, you do like 4 rows, no 5 rows. 5 rows. And then after you get to, let's see, after you get through row 5, you just repeat 4 and 5 for 45 times, it says. And I'm not counting that. It just tells you how many stitches you would have, 285 stitches. And then it tells you what to do from there. But it's not hard. And it looks kind of pretty, I think. Y'all are just the kindest, sweetest people ever. Y'all say the nicest things. And I love reading your comments. And I just appreciate it so very much. More than y'all will ever know. And yes, some of you send the coolest things too. And I appreciate that too. Where'd my little nice squirrel go? Where's Merle? Merle. Merle is missing in action, y'all. I'll find him because he was just here. Well, here's another hat. Or a hat that I'm doing. And this is out of Cartopu. I think this was from Hobium. Either Hobium or Hobby. I've been saying Hobie, but it's Danish. And everybody says that it's pronounced Hobby, just like Hobby. I can't imagine what happened with... Oh, I know where I set Merle. He's right over there. He's been over here with me all day long. I forgot I set him over there. And so I'm also making a hat out of this one. This is just a gray and creamish. And I just do my most of my beanies with just the knit 2, purl 2 rib. And then just knitting around, and it makes that stockinette. You don't have to purl. So there's that. Happy's coming along that I showed you before. This. I'm almost done with the one skein. And I've got 2 more skeins to go before that will be just a rectangular shawl for a prayer shawl. Don't y'all love this? This came from Dollar Tree. And I was telling y'all, I was mentioning that Penny and I are going to do a sort of collab like Donna Unboxes and that Pam over 50, I think her name is. I mentioned this to y'all the other day, but I'll just mention it again. Because I went to the Dollar Tree today and got my 7 items. You had to get a drink, something that's not, it's called, I think I said high dining. It's fine dining at the tree, Dollar Tree. But you get a home decor piece, a fashion accessory. So this is a little trailer for, this is a little sneak peek. This is my fashion accessory. And this goes with the tablecloth that I got, which is going to be my home decor piece. It's just like a vinyl or plastic tablecloth that's right cute. And I got my plate. And I got a glass. It's fancy. It's cute. And you had to get a drink, not a known brand. Just Dollar Tree's brand or some off-brand. And I'm not going to tell you what I got. You'll have to stick around and see. And I'm just waiting on Penny. I don't know if she's got her stuff yet. So we'll get together on that and see when we're going to do it. And so I'll be filming on my channel what I do. She'll be filming on her channel. And just encourage each other or you guys to watch each other's video and just see what you think. Let's see. You get an entree, and they have, like canned foods and stuff. In some stores, they have a frozen food section, but in the one I went to, it didn't have that. I really wanted to try the spring rolls because Jeanette from DIY Creation 7, man, I've seen her eating those before. The crunch sounds incredible, and I just love spring rolls. So I might get out to that other one. I won't tell you what I got, but it's sort of a southern thing that I got just out of a can since they didn't have the frozen food. Let's see, a dessert item, entree. Did I name 7 things? I don't know. I lost track. But anyway, we'll tell you more about it later. I'm over 15 minutes again. And YouTube might let me keep on going, but I don't want to. I hate when it just runs out and I'm midway through something. Well, let's close this one out and see what kind of crazy thumbnail I get this time. Wouldn't you like to just do a collage of all my crazy faces? Okay, y'all, I love ya. Hey to my Bells, Manager Bells, and Jules. I'm going to see y'all next week. It's coming up. They're coming here, y'all, and stay a couple of days and help GrannyDee maybe straighten up her big old giant mess here. And hopefully get my den looking nice and get the craft room looking like I want it to. But we'll see. Might be too much work for just a few days. Because then we're going to Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Have all kind of fun. Do Dollywood. Just all the sights. And we'll take you guys along. So make sure to tell all your friends and neighbors and relatives and everybody. Subscribe. Subscribe and comment. Okay? Love you. Be sweet. Don't be ugly. Love you all. Bye-bye.